Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5.
Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
At the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 27 yards. And the Ravens are on the board 1st here in this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Cowboys 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. Tolbert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen 273 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, they'll stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. One quarter done and 3 more to play here at Super Bowl 57. To go on 2nd down from the 7. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Odafe Oweh with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
Set at the line for this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeForest Buckner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Going on 4th down, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That's caught again by Schultz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And again, it's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Baltimore first down.
This time, Jackson will throw it.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Cowboys 36-yard line.
And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 36 yards.
And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Prescott on play action.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He's got a man complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did him a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to play.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the air again, Prescott.
And Prescott, his third interception.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Again, Jackson will keep it. A pitch comes to Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So a false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jackson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Ravens will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good for the Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down throw for Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They run the option here on first and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Ravens are starting to pour it on to the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Prescott yet again. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Down to about the 32.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pollard going to try the right side. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they? Nope. That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.